Hi guys, it's Nirmal from Nandanam Exotics. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Today we'll be discussing about 6 common insects that cause a lot of damage to our dear plants and how we can care for such a plant which is infested with an insect. So guys, before we get into today's video, one major thing we have to discuss or address is about coronavirus or the pandemic that has resurfaced again. So I urge all my viewers to be safe, stay at home and get vaccinated. So friends, we have discussed various subjects regarding gardening in the channel like plants, how to care for them, displaying them in an aesthetically and beautiful way. But now we'll look at how we can prevent diseases and insects from attacking our plant. So guys, in our video today, we'll be looking at some nasty insects that can cause a lot of damage to your plants. We'll also look at some of the easy ways to prevent as well as deal with situations where you find such infestation in your garden. So in my opinion, I generally prefer to use something natural as well as non-invasive to treat such situations. Using chemical insecticides is gonna be my last preference only if the infestation is very serious. So now we'll list out some of the commonly found insects in your garden that can be very problematic, and along the way we'll discuss some easy methods to control as well as prevent them. So first on our list of insects that can harm your plants is caterpillars. They are actually the larvae stage of moths and butterflies that flutter around in your garden. Obviously we all love to see butterflies in the garden, but this is the downside to it. So just to give you guys an idea of how destructive or damaging caterpillars can be, is to show you guys my sago palm or cycas palm. So every year during May, June, July, my cycas palm produce a new flush of growth, and a group of caterpillars that belong to this butterfly that you see on screen come as a group and completely chew up and decimate the new growth. If you know cycas palm, it is a very hardy and very strong plant with very tough leaves, and the caterpillars completely destroy it. The only positive side of this is I get to see these many butterflies together, and it's a sight to behold. In this case, the newly forming buds on this Ixora has completely been damaged because of a caterpillar. So what I do usually for caterpillars is to manually pick them out from the plant. I usually use a pair of tongs or forceps to do this. It's the best option rather than using some chemicals to kill them off. So always keep an eye out for indicators like silk and curled up leaves to make sure that it is a caterpillar damage. So guys, this is one of the best things you should have as a gardener. This is a bottle of 6% hydrogen peroxide that you can easily obtain from most pharmacies. It fights off most infestations like mealybugs, aphids, etc. 3% as well as 6% solution is available in the market. If you are getting 6% solution, you should actually dilute it 3 or 4 times with water, then only use on your plants, otherwise it can cause problems for the plant itself. It's always very handy because if you have any insect problem, if you have fungal infections, if you have mold infection, any sort of infection, most of this can be tackled with hydrogen peroxide, which is not at all invasive. And regularly using hydrogen peroxide on your plants and also to even fight off infestations, it's a very natural product because it dissipates into just water and oxygen and leaving no traces behind also. So second on our list of insects to be aware of is whiteflies. If you ever happen to find flies flying around your plant which is particularly white in color, immediately check the underside of the leaf for structures like what I'm showing in the video. In such cases, try to isolate the plant away from healthy plants because it can easily spread from one plant to the other. Also, spray the entire plant with neem oil and soap solution. This will kill off most of the adults. Then you can follow it up with hydrogen peroxide. So friends, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel and be a part of the family. And if you wish to see more videos from my channel, press the bell notification button for future updates from the channel so you don't miss out any new content. The next group of insects that can be very troublesome to remove and handle are called scales, and the reason why it's called scales is because they have a very tough shell-like structure that protects them from harm. Due to this very reason, normal spraying of chemicals or insecticides won't easily affect this insect, and the shell-like structure protects them from such problems. So what I generally do is take a tough brush and brush them off the plant's surface. For example, this particular cactus has been heavily affected by scales, and what I'm trying to do is scrub off all the insects from the surface of the cactus using this rough brush. Using a strong jet of water can also sometimes dislodge them from the surface of the plant. Finally, treat the plant with hydrogen peroxide or neem oil to kill off the young ones. Fourth on our list of insects that cause havoc in the garden is a mealybug. This white cotton-like structure that you see on the underside of my adenium is actually a group of mealybugs chilling around. They are soft-bodied insects that suck out the sap from your plant body. It's very difficult to completely eradicate them manually. So what I usually do is spray them with water initially to just remove all the adult bugs off the plant. Here I am showing you how I do it. So friends, once you finish spraying them off using a strong jet of water, you're still not done yet because most of the eggs that the adults have laid will still be on the leaf, and if you leave it there, it will hatch into a new batch of adult mealybugs. So in order to eradicate the eggs, you have to continue treatment by spraying the leaves or the entire plant with neem oil or hydrogen peroxide solution. So friends, as usual, I have an Instagram page related to this channel and you can check it out from the description below. I have left a link there. You can ask me doubts and queries regarding the plants I feature here there as well. So do check it out. So the next group of insects that we are going to see is called as aphids. They are very similar to mealybugs, but they do not have a white waxy coating like the mealybug has. Just like mealybugs, they are soft-bodied, sap-sucking insects that drain the life force out of your plants. So just spray the entire plant as well as the underneath surface of the plant with hydrogen peroxide or soap solution to kill them off. So last on our list of insects to be careful of is called a spider mite. They are the smallest among all the insects that I just introduced in this video. You cannot see them with your naked eye, but the effects of the infestation can be easily seen on a leaf. So what I generally do to get rid of spider mites is to spray them with a dilute solution of vinegar or even hydrogen peroxide and repeat the process several times until I see progress. Regular inspections and removing infected plants as well as plant parts is a key element of healthy gardening. So guys, on a final note, we all are nature lovers and it's our duty to maintain balance in this nature. While gardening is obviously a good hobby, we should always be mindful not to use harmful chemicals in our garden. I know certain times when the infestation or the problem is out of hand, you might have to depend on chemicals, but I urge you all to keep that as your last resort and always stick to such simpler methods to fight off infection. So today's video was all about insects that can cause problems to your plants. There are other problems that your plants will encounter like real diseases for plants, fungal diseases, mold, etc. So we'll discuss those in another episode. So guys, that's all for today's video. I have tried to include most of the commonly found insects that cause a lot of problem to our plants. If you have any better ideas to fight these insects, do let me know in the comment sections below. So friends, I hope that my video was informative and useful. I'll be back with more gardening and plant related videos next week. Until next time, stay blessed, stay safe, and it's Nirmal signing off.